Have you ever felt that little voice in your gut telling you something isn't right, only for her to twist it back on you, making you feel like the problem? That's not reassurance. That's manipulation. When a woman cheats with someone in your life, a friend, colleague, someone you trusted, she doesn't confess. She uses words designed to silence your instincts, words that make you question yourself while she quietly crosses the line. I'm Jane, and today I'll reveal the exact phrases women use when hiding someone close to you. Stick with me. The first phrase is so common most men completely miss it. Subscribe and comment yes if your instincts have ever warned you, but you ignored them. Keep watching, your awareness is about to sharpen. Phrase 1. You're overthinking this. It sounds innocent, even caring. But here's the truth. It's a trap. When she says it, she isn't calming you. She's planting doubt. Notice the subtle signs. The phone suddenly off limits, a laugh lingering too long, moods that shift without warning. When you question it, she doesn't explain. She deflects. Your gut isn't paranoia. It's your radar, alerting you that something is shifting. A man who trusts himself doesn't argue over feelings. He observes patterns. Actions always speak louder than words. Phrase 2. He's like a brother to me. Defending a man in your circle with intensity should raise red flags. He's like a brother isn't reassurance, it's a shield. It's a story planted, so you self-censor your curiosity. Ask yourself, if it were innocent, why over-explain? The louder the justification, the heavier the shield. Her lingering texts, shared secrets, subtle touches, they tell a story she won't admit. I commit caught me, if this has happened in your life. You're not overreacting, you're awake. Phrase 3. You're just insecure. Here's the ego hit. She flips your concern onto your pride. But it's manipulation disguised as honesty. Instead of addressing suspicious behavior, she makes you defend yourself. Insecurity isn't your problem, it's her tool. Your move. Stay calm. Separate feelings from reality. Patterns over words. Trust yourself. A man who values himself doesn't accept blame for noticing what's obvious. Scenario. You ask about late-night texts and she replies with a playful smirk. You're just insecure. That's emotional deflection. Your instincts were right. Her behavior isn't innocent. The next phrase sounds playful, casual, but it's a red flag bigger than it looks. Phrase 4. Don't make this weird. Sounds innocent, even caring, but it's a warning shot. She's telling you not to trust your instincts. She wants to normalize behavior that crosses boundaries. If it were truly innocent, why say it at all? Her words confuse, not comfort. Scenario. You notice her laughing a little too comfortably with someone in your circle. She says, "Don't make this weird." That's gaslighting, flipping your awareness into doubt. Your move. Don't argue. Don't apologize. Simply observe. Set boundaries clearly. Actions reveal truth. If it feels off, it probably is. Phrase 5. I don't know why you don't trust me. At first glance, it sounds almost vulnerable, like she's hurt by your doubt. But don't be fooled. It's guilt-tripping disguised as emotion. Instead of addressing suspicious behavior, she flips the spotlight onto you. Your concern isn't paranoia, it's clarity. Your move. Acknowledge the words, but focus on the behavior behind them. Trust is earned, not begged for. If her words don't align with her actions, the problem isn't yours. A man who respects himself doesn't hand out trust blindly. He observes, measures, and protects his emotional boundaries. You're not being unreasonable, you're being attentive. Up next, a seemingly innocent phrase that masks emotional intimacy. It's subtle, but dangerous. We just vibe. Phrase 6. We just vibe. This one is deceptively casual. On the surface, it's playful, even harmless. But emotional bonds form before physical ones, and this phrase often signals that she's already invested emotionally in someone else. Pay attention. Who is she texting late at night? Who shares her secrets, her inside jokes, her energy, the things that should belong to you? This is where emotional cheating begins. And if the man she's connecting with is in your circle, the danger is magnified. Scenario. Jason noticed his girlfriend talking more intimately with a colleague. When he asked, she brushed it off. We just vibe. The tone was light, but the energy told a different story. Lunches extended beyond work hours, private messages multiplied, and small touches lingered longer than usual. He realized that we just vibe wasn't harmless, it was emotional investment at his expense. Pay attention to the subtleties, the gaze that lingers, the way laughter hits different with him, the energy that's now partially reserved for someone else. It's not about words, it's about what's being silently shared between them. That emotional energy is your early warning sign. By the time she admits that he gets me, your instincts were already right. Don't let pride or denial blind you. Observing patterns is the key. Words are just camouflage. Up next, the classic line: you women justify emotional cheating by framing it as connection. She convinces herself that it's innocent, but in reality, she's already reallocating her attention, loyalty, and desire. Notice the subtle intimacy. It's not just conversation. It's laughter that reaches the soul, small gestures that feel special, energy shared in moments that should be yours. That's why this phrase hits differently. It masks a shift in emotional priority. Don't ignore the red flag because it sounds harmless. Step back, observe patterns, and protect your emotional core. A man who values himself doesn't compete for attention already given away. Comment vibe alert if you've ever sensed this energy shift before realizing the truth. Phrase 7. He gets me in a way no one else does. This phrase isn't casual. It's a confession. By the time she says this aloud, she's already built an emotional bridge to someone else. And if that person is part of your inner circle, the betrayal cuts even deeper. Scenario: one viewer shared that his partner kept emphasizing how a mutual friend understood her like no one else did. At first, it seemed innocent. He told himself she was just appreciating friendship. But the subtle signs were everywhere: lingering eye contact, exclusive jokes, emotional sharing reserved for him alone. That phrase was the turning point, a quiet declaration that her heart had started shifting elsewhere. Emotional connection precedes physical cheating. By framing another man as someone who gets her, she rationalizes emotional intimacy with him while minimizing guilt. It's deliberate and strategic. Don't beg. Don't fight for a place she's already emotionally given away. A man of dignity recognizes the truth and walks away with his self-respect intact. Trying to compete for her attention at this stage only lowers your value. Set in damage control, she's been caught, and now it's all about rewriting the story. You won't want to miss it because it reveals how deception hides in plain sight. Phrase 8. It's not what it looks like. This line only shows up when she's been caught in a compromising situation. Maybe you noticed her sitting too close to a friend, a late-night message appeared at the wrong time, or someone else mentioned seeing them together. If it were truly innocent, she wouldn't need this line. It's damage control, not honesty. She's buying time, planting just enough doubt to make you question your own eyes. Scenario: one man walked in on his partner laughing and whispering to a coworker. Her immediate line: it's not what it looks like. Later, he pieced together late-night texts and secret plans. Her words didn't change reality, they only delayed confrontation. Don't argue. Don't rationalize. Observe patterns and document consistency. Reality doesn't lie. A man who values himself trusts perception over explanation. Phrase 9. Why don't you trust my friends? On the surface, this seems reasonable, but it's rarely about her friends as a group. It's about one man she's protecting. By framing it as a group issue, she hides the person you're worried about. Scenario: Tom's partner would defend her entire friend group whenever he asked about one particular friend. Suddenly, his concern shifted to all her friends, making him feel unreasonable and controlling. She successfully deflected attention from the one man she had been emotionally close to. Guilt hides in groups. By blending the target into the crowd, she buys cover and manipulates perception. Your move: narrow your focus. Observe who she protects most fiercely, who gets the most attention, and whose presence triggers defensiveness. Your instincts are telling you exactly where to look. Phrase 10. You never listen to me. This complaint seems simple, but it's often a setup. By labeling you as emotionally unavailable, She justifies seeking connection elsewhere, sometimes with someone in your inner circle. Scenario: one viewer's partner consistently said he never listens while confiding personal thoughts to a male friend. She framed him as inattentive so she could rationalize emotional closeness with someone else. Don't fall into the guilt trap. Step back and evaluate reality. Is this about genuine communication, or is it a cover for suspicious behavior? Trust patterns, not words. A man of value listens, yes, but also demands accountability. Cheating with someone you know is more than betrayal. It's a double blow, shaking trust in both her and your circle. And it rarely starts with actions. It begins with words, carefully chosen phrases designed to confuse and manipulate. Stop treating your intuition as the enemy. Observe patterns. Guard your self-respect. Loyalty doesn't need defending, and respect doesn't need excuses. Words without alignment to actions reveal the truth. If you've ever sensed betrayal or been caught in manipulation, share your story in the comments. Others need to know they're not alone. Subscribe, like, and share this video because the man who needs this insight most might be closer than you think. Trust your instincts and never let anyone silence your awareness.